Hi, welcome to Yoga with Brianna. Today we are going to do a quick warm-up. It's just going to get the body moving, whether you have just a short amount of time to practice entirely or you're wanting to use this before you start another type of class. Whatever it might be, welcome, and we'll meet at the back of our mat for child's pose. Starting our warm-up by just settling the body. So I love to start in a child's pose. Allows you to close off the rest of the world around you and just focus on the four corners of your mat. So coming to the back of the mat, bring your knees to the wide with edges, toes to touch. Inhale your arms up overhead, big breath. And then as you exhale, slowly walk your hands out towards the top of the mat. Bring your forehead to rest, close your eyes. Let your forearms rest gently down and just relax the body. Stilling your breath, natural inhales and exhales. This is a great time if you like setting an intention to take these first few moments to set your intention. This can be anything you want it to be. If you're new to the practice, it can be a word, a phrase, a mantra, whatever speaks to you. Slowly begin deepening the breath. As we inhale, we focus that breath through the nostrils, down the back of the throat, all the way into the belly. And as we exhale, we sigh it out with control. Steady breath out. One more time, just like that. Inhale. Exhale through the mouth. Make that sound. Inhale through the nose, really inflating the belly like a balloon, maybe even deepening the breath into the lungs, breathing into the backside body. Exhale through the mouth, force it out through the throat. Maybe you'd like to walk your fingertips towards the top of the mat, bringing some activation into this posture, lengthening the spine. Inhale. Exhale through the mouth, guide the hips back, playing tug of war with both ends of the spine. Now sealing our lips, breathe in through the nose. Keeping the lips sealed, push the air out just like we were with that H-A-ha sound, but through the nostrils, coming into Ujjayi breathing. You feel that constriction in the back of the throat, the whisper breath. Inhale one more time, walk the fingertips out. Exhale. Sending your gaze towards your hands, we're going to take the right arm and thread it up under the left armpit, bringing your right shoulder down, bring your right ear to the floor, and then just allow your chest to fold over that right bicep. Breathing into the backside body, feeling that stretch through the scapula. Exhale, be heavy. Switching sides. Inhale the right arm back to the top of the mat. Walk those fingertips out. Exhale, we thread the left up under. Bringing the left ear down to the floor. And breathe. Walking the left hand back to the top of the mat. Maybe walk the fingertips out just a little further. Exhale, send those hips all the way back, lengthening the spine. And then inhale, rolling up into the four corners of into the tabletop position. Tuck the knees into the hips. Place both fists together if you need a hips width distance, and then on the insides of the knees. Bring your wrists directly up under the shoulders. Draw that low belly up and back. Slight tuck in the tailbone so your spine is nice and flat. Our stable table. Running through some cat-cows. Inhale, we tilt the pelvis, drop the belly, gentle look up. Exhale, begin to arch the back like an angry cat. Maybe press into the tops of the feet. Keep drawing that low belly up and back. Send your gaze to your belly button. Inhale, drop it down. Cow. Pull the chest to the shoulders a little bit more, deepening that arch. And then exhale, cat. One more time, inhale. Let the shoulders glide down the back as you open that chest just a little further. And exhale, round. Returning to our stable table. Kick the right foot back, plant the toes into the floor. You can pulse, bounce, steady pressure, whatever feels good. Whenever you're ready, we're going to float that right heel up. We're going to take it to the left side of the mat and plant the toes way on the outside. Send your gaze back to the right heel. Inhale, we're going to flow the right foot back into position with the heel and hip in line. Inhale, reach that left arm forward. And as we exhale, we're going to funky airplane. So the left arm goes left, the right leg goes right. Inhale, bring it back. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, extend. Exhale, open out. Inhale, line. Exhale, elbow to knee. One more time. Inhale. Exhale, open. Back. And touch. Inhale, extend. Lengthen. And then set it down. Other side, left toes, go back. Stretch the backs of the leg. Toes into the floor. Bounce, pulse, steady pressure. Then float the left heel up. Inhale, don't crunch into the low back. Send the left toes to the right side, maybe off the mat. And then look back at the left heel. Breathing into the left side body, kick through that heel. Inhale, float it back. Remember, keep it in line. Right arm reaches up. Inhale. Exhale, open out. Inhale, back. Exhale, elbow to knee. Extend. 2. Back. Touch. Last one. Open. Back. And touch. Extend all the way. And then set it down. Walk your hands up, tuck the toes, and as you exhale, send your hips up and back, downward facing dog. Our first down dog, you can bend the knees. As you begin to find some stillness, we roll that weight into the L shape, the hand, that middle finger, pointer finger, pad, knuckle, keeping it out of the pinky side of the wrist. We wrap the triceps in towards the ears. Our shoulder blades go nice and wide. You can soften the knees, draw that low belly up, and send your sit bones all the way high to the sky. As you exhale, allow the shoulder blades to continue to drop down the back. As your chest presses closer to the thighs, maybe you drop some weight into the heels. Maybe they're on the ground, maybe they're not. Your gaze can be between the shins or the thighs. And if you prefer, you can puff into the upper back just ever so slightly and send your gaze to your belly button. One more big breath. Inhale, look towards the top of the mat, step or walk all the way to the top. Halfway lift, hands to shins with a flat spine. Exhale, fold. Inhale, bend deeply into the knees, rolling up vertebrae by vertebrae, coming to stand nice and tall at the top of the mat. The shoulders roll up into the ears. Exhale, allow them to drop down, palms face out. Grounding through the four corners of your feet, your big toes touching heels slightly apart, or feet directly up under the hips. Remember your 2-fist rule. Once you have your stance, put all 10 toes back, ground down firmly. Work that activation through the entire low half of the body. The knees come up into the thighs, and then begin to activate the quads, the glutes, and the hamstrings, and then gently scoop that tailbone forward, coming into a stable pelvis or Mula Bandha. Inhale everything up and out of the waist. Exhale, shoulders drop down away from the ears. Pausing at the bottom of that abdominal contraction, finding that Uddiyana Bandha. Our bandhas keep our spine strong and protected as we move through our practice. Inhale, open the chest just a little bit more and lift through the crown of the head. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, leading with the chest, swan dive down, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, step it back, high plank. In our high plank, we have that slight tailbone tuck. You can drop to the knees and untuck the toes. As we chaturanga, we're going to shoot our elbows directly back, grazing the ribs as you lower down onto our belly. Rolling the shoulders back, peel the chest off the floor, baby cobra. Exhale, lay the chest down. Inhale, pressing slightly into the hands, roll the shoulders down, lift the chest, lift the belly, keep the hips grounded. Small bend in the elbows, look up. Exhale, keep rolling, bending over the knees, tuck the toes, send it back, down dog. Inhale, look forward, step or walk to the top, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, root to rise. Exhale, hands down by the sides. One more sun A. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, swan dive. Halfway lift. Plant the hands, step or walk back. High plank. Remember knees, chest, chin, or shift it forward. Lower down halfway. The elbows stop in a 90-degree bend. Hug into the ribs. Untuck the toes, lift the thighs, lift the chest, look up. Upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. And breathe. Inhale, look forward, step, walk, jump to the top, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, root to rise. Exhale, hands down by the sides. Bend the knees, sit the hips low, lift the arms, lift the chest, finding our chair, draw that low belly up and back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, step it back. High plank, lower down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, the right toes up, high to the sky. Exhale, hug that right knee into the chest, rolling through the upper back, planting the foot between the hands. Pivot the right heel down, or left heel down, and reach up, warrior one. Exhale, hands frame the right foot, step it back, chaturanga. Inhale, lift the chest, lift the thighs. Exhale, down. Left side, left toes up. Exhale, hug the knee into the chest, rolling to the upper back. Left foot plants between the hands, right heel pivots down. And lift up, warrior one. Exhale, framing the left foot, step it back, chaturanga. Lift up, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. And breathe. Inhale, look towards the hands, step, walk, jump to the top, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Bend the knees, sit the hips low, lift the chest, lift the arms, chair pose. Exhale, come to standing. Inhale, sweep the arms back up overhead. Maybe push the hips forward, small back bend. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, frame the feet with your hands. Take the right foot, step it all the way back, finding a runner's lunge. You can pulse into this runner's lunge, straightening the front, lowering the back. Move however feels comfortable. When you're ready, begin to activate that back leg, kicking through the heel. You can keep a small bend if it's more comfortable. Sweeping the fingertips to the floor. Inhale, begin to rise up. High crescent. And this is where you can bend that back knee. You're crunching into the low back too much. Make sure everything stays active. You're lifting through, drawing that low belly up. 3, 2, 1. Exhale, sweep the hands down, framing that front foot. Drop the back knee. Untuck the toes. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, sweep those hands down all the way back. Inhale, up, drawing a line on the sky. Exhale, sweep it back. One more time, all the way up, reach it through. Exhale, hands come back down, framing that left foot. Tuck the right toes. Inhale, we're going to step it forward, halfway lift. Exhale, step the left foot back, finding that runner's lunge on the opposite side. Again, pulse. Again, make those circles, straighten back and forth. And whenever you're ready, inhale, sweep those fingers up, find that high crescent. Holding here, again, bending that left knee if you need to relieve any pressure on the low back. 3, 2, 1. Exhale, we frame that foot, drop the knee, untuck the toes, sweep the arms up. Exhale, forward. Inhale, up. Exhale, forward. Last one, all the way up. Exhale, hands come down. Framing that right foot. This time we're going to step it back, finding a high plank. Doing a set of 3 push-ups. You can drop to the knees and untuck the toes, or stay high in plank. If you drop to the knees, we're going to keep the spine nice and long. Exhale, lower down halfway. Inhale up. Exhale, 2. Inhale up. Last one, exhale, 3. Inhale up. And then chaturanga or meet a straighten down dog. Exhale. Take a big breath in. Exhale through the mouth. Inhale, look towards your hands. Step or jump to the top, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Take your feet about hips width distance. Take your peace sign. Fingers hook your big toes. You can bend your knees and lay your belly directly on the thighs. And drop the head here. And then as we inhale, we lift through the sit bones. Or halfway lift, legs are nice and straight. Rolling up, slightly tugging on the big toes. Exhale, draw that low belly in as you lower the head. Let the belly rest on the thighs. Lift through the sit bones. 2 more breaths. Last one. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands to your hips. Inhale, come to standing. Hands to heart center, bowing your head. Gratification for nice, gentle practice, warming up the body. Thank you for joining me. Enjoy the rest of your practice.